Hey my friends, this is Late Boy Scout. I've really been into pistols lately, and I thought I'd show you my most recent pistol purchase. This is the M85 PV from Century Arms. It's in 223/556. As you can see, it's an AK variant. And yes, this is a pistol. Really sweet package, guys. So if you're into AKs, this is not a new sight. You guys have probably already seen these on the market. You know a lot about them. Both the M95 and the M92. The M92 is the 7.62 version of this gun. I had a chance to trade up. Actually traded my 5.45 by 39 AK-74. That's a Tantal Sporter for this gun. Also, I really wanted to try this out. That is the SB-47 arm brace, also by Century Arms. So let's do some shooting with this gun. I'll demonstrate how well this pistol does at around 50 and 100 yards on steel. And guys, I think you'll be pretty impressed. I, for one, am definitely impressed at what this little AK pistol can do. I think AK sights are actually pretty easy to use, pretty easy to be effective with, out to 100, maybe even 200, sometimes 400 yards if you do your part as a shooter. An interesting point about the sights on this gun is you can see that the ones on the rear do kind of look like pistol sights with two dots there between that notch, or on either side of the notch. A 2 there that you flip down, and then you see a 4. Basically the notch is raised up in a way, or actually the entire blade is raised up, so that would be a 400 yard elevation instead of 200. The front post is adjustable in every way that a standard AK front post is adjustable, moving it side to side, up and down, in all the same ways you would any other AK. The safety on my M85 PV is a little bit wonky, guys. So if you push it up, there's a point where it stops, but then there's this gap here that it can also get pushed into. So when you push it hard, it usually goes all the way up into that. And then same deal going down. It can go a little further to there. So, you know, if you're pressing that safety aggressively, which is generally what you do, it'll usually go a little further than it needs to. So I don't know if every M85 is going to be like that, but mine is slightly wonky. I think it's because the dust cover on this one is bowed out ever so slightly right here, and you can just barely tell that the way it catches on my finger. Otherwise, the action on it is nice and smooth. Yeah, it works really well. It doesn't get hung up here at the back. Nope, no hanging up. These M85s and M92s are built on that 1.5 millimeter receiver that a lot of the other PAP guns are built on, the PAP AKs. So that is a more durable receiver with that bulge up here in the front, and a lot of other features that make it just kind of a tougher receiver. Also, that top dust cover is very convenient in that you press that in, pops up, it's hinged right here. Alright, so that is really nice. Popping it back down, just a little slap. There's no fitting, there's no making sure it's lined up properly. That hinge is extremely convenient. I really like it. Also, there is this thread protector here at the top, here at the front. You can Dremel that little weld off and then remove the thread protector and then put whatever kind of muzzle brake on there that you want. They make a whole bunch of muzzle brakes designed specifically for the M85, M92 PAPs. Installing the SB-47 arm brace is about the simplest thing I've ever done. All you have right here is this plate that goes underneath the grip. So you would loosen up the grip, okay? There's a screw under your grip. This is a Magpul grip, by the way, which I love. You would loosen up the grip with that screw inside of it, just enough to slip this down underneath there, squish it down nice and tight, make sure it's all the way in there. You press it down. And then once you've got that in there, just tighten that screw as tight as you want it to go, as tight as you can make it. And it's on there, man. It's not coming back off. One thing I'll say about the SB-47 that I haven't heard anybody else mention yet is that this whole foam rubber area actually twists and turns around this metal tube, okay, that goes to here. That's, you know, kind of where the tube is connected and connects to that plate. That's what the metal tube is, and that's kind of the housing of the whole piece. However, this foam rubber can kind of twist and turn around that. Okay, so look what I just did there. That is not hard to do at all. All right, and you can twist it the other way as well. I found it doing that a little bit as I was shooting with it today and trying it out earlier. I found that that would kind of push and pull depending on how much pressure I had on the sling, how much my cheek was pushing down on that. It would kind of push out a little bit and get twisted around, and then I found myself kind of wondering what was going on with my arm brace. But it does twist right back, so, you know, just be mindful of that, and you can still have a great time with it. Fun little package here. I'm really enjoying it so far. You can see that I threw a little sling on here because there is that one front attachment point right there for a sling. I think you can see it right there. There is no attachment point on the SB-47, but I just kind of threaded a little bit of paracord through here, and that's working okay so far. Long term, I don't expect it's going to be a great strategy because that will probably wear on the soft rubber and maybe cause that to break through or, you know, get ruined or something. So long-term strategy would be some other kind of attachment point, but for now that's working okay. I'm the Late Boy Scout. Thanks for watching, guys. Fun times. We'll see you on the next one. Now there's 3 connections with an PAP AK-47, 7.62 by 39, Tula 7.62 by 39. That's the cheap stuff.